So Dave, just give me your overall feeling on the Emmys last night. I mean, did you like the show? Obviously it was socially distanced. People were in their homes or at venues. Jimmy Kimmel was doing it from a remote site. It was a very COVID award show.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I thought actually, given the circumstances, it went pretty well. It was pretty enjoyable, inoffensive, and probably would have been duller had it not be for like the quirks that are doing a live event in 2020. Um, there's some choices that they made. I think the most notable one would be that they did all the comedy awards, then all the limited series awards, then all the drama awards. Basically, each hour was dedicated to that section. And that's quite noticeable when only one comedy wins for the first hour of the show. Of course, Schitt's Creek getting 7 wins on the broadcast, the first series to do thus that, and the first comedy to sweep all the acting awards. We thought Schitt's Creek would have a big night, but to have that dominating type of night was still quite unexpected. And, it's a popular show, but you also could see some, as the internet is wont to do, when something gets that much praise, things start to turn. And, obviously that's not what you want either. But it's the first family sitcom to win Best Comedy since 2014, which is the last time Modern Family won.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of reminiscent of that, I guess.
Dan Levy was actually very aware of that too. I think he said we're about one more award away from the entire internet turning on us at one point. So he was aware of the reception of it all. Yeah, I was watching my Patriots on Sunday Night Football for a majority of the time, but for that first hour, every time I clicked over, it was just Eugene Levy, Dan Levy, Catherine O'Hara, Annie Murphy, in some order, talking and sharing how wonderful Schitt's Creek was as an experience for them. And honestly, good for them. It's a very beloved show. Nice to see them get recognized and especially now that the show's over.
Exactly. First time being recognized too at the end.
It's nice to see that. So I don't really have too many qualms with that, and that was kind of what we expected, that it could go that way. But what other awards or moments stood out to you from the show?
Yeah, so in light of not having a lot of celebrities on hand to do any kind of bits or having the announcers have some kind of scripted thing, in its place there was some pre-recorded stuff with like essential workers, which I thought was actually pretty cool. Like farmers and postal workers and other people as well, just random normal people, and they kind of announced and introduced some awards. And in general, there was some, actually it came across as genuine, some like highlighting of other things beyond TV. And Jimmy came out and was upfront about that in his monologue about how the Emmys are frivolous and unimportant and have nothing really to do with what's going on right now. And I think setting that expectation was nice. And I thought Kimmel's opening monologue was pretty good because it, I think, reads the room correctly. But then at that point, he's just kind of shepherding things through as he usually do with something like the Emmys, especially when, again, there's less time for that kind of banter. I think the one moment that stands out, probably two of them mentioned in the beginning, were when Jason Bateman was actually there, standing in with the cardboard cutouts, like his physical person. That was pretty funny. And then Jennifer Aniston also was there using a fire extinguisher to put out a disinfected envelope that Jimmy disinfected via flame. And it continued to burn, I think, longer than they planned. So she had to douse it like 3 times. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it was just like little moments, really. Yeah, but it went like, 3 hours and change. It was pretty brisk given how the structure is.
Yeah, especially because they didn't really have like the playoff music and stuff like that. One of the things I thought might happen was people kind of go on for a while, but the fact that they ended, I think, around like 11:04, Sterling K. Brown announced the winner of the best outstanding drama. Was I was pretty impressed with that, and I also thought it was pretty funny how they basically had people at their homes to deliver these awards if they wanted to. And Rami from the show Rami Youssef,
yeah.
He had a really funny video of the person with the award, like waving and walking away after he lost. Really made me laugh. So there were definitely some funny moments. I think a couple of big takeaways from last night. a lot of actors of color, non-white actors,
Yep.
winning awards. I think we had 7 black actors win awards last night,
If
or
you include
overall over
the
the weekend.
which is a new high water mark.
And Maya Rudolph won for best voice in a anime series, or I guess guest voice in an anime series for Big Mouth, where she plays the hormone monster. For I forgot the kid's name, but really she just won that for the way that she says bubble bath, which is I'm not even going to attempt to say, but if you haven't heard it, look it up. Regina King won, which I was pumped about, but yeah, definitely chalk. I think even more exciting was her co-star Yahya Abdul-Mateen winning, also for Watchmen and supporting actor in a limited
Not
series.
Jim Parsons, baby.
I know. Well, that was the thing. As we were looking through, we were like, who could win
splitting.
this? Yeah, exactly. But the awards went to the right place, I would say. So that was pretty awesome. Zendaya. Now that was a moment, and you tweeted about this last night, and you talked about it in the pod last week too. That category was stacked, and for her to win and be the youngest best actress in a drama series winner ever, I mean, if you haven't bought Zendaya stock, I think it's too late because the price is too high at this point. This is Apple, this is Amazon. She's on a rocket ship to the moon.
Yeah, and we'll get to see her on Netflix later this year, and Malcolm and Marie, that secret COVID movie Sam Levinson shot with her and John David Washington. Yeah, Zendaya stock is just pointed up. So,
yep.
But yeah, I mean, unexpected. Really did not think that would happen. And that's really cool because everyone agrees that she's the best and most essential part of Euphoria. So
show does not work without her at all. And just another surprise was supporting actress in a limited series or movie where we saw Uzo Aduba win for Mrs. America.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Again, we feared some vote splitting because she was there with 2 of her co-stars, and again, her portrayal of Shirley Chisholm very essential to Mrs. America. I wish we got more of her in the show, but that's just the way that show is structured, right? You get little moments with every character. That was awesome. Yeah, I mean, limited series actually spread around more than I thought, right? Unorthodox won one of the smaller awards.
Yep.
So if you think about that, a lot of other shows win. Watchmen didn't get the full sweep, even if it won the between King and winning for limited series. It won what we expected to. And of course, it won for writing. Damon and Cord Jefferson won for episode 6, I think, the one where you learn about the origins of Foot of Justice, the best episode of the show.
Yep.
That was that needed to happen, and they won. That was great.
Totally. A lot of it went chalk, like we talked about, or like we've mentioned. But one that I was really happy went chalk, and I felt like I kind of needed to see was Jeremy Strong winning for outstanding lead actor in a drama series. Man, his outfit, that off gray or whatever it was, I don't even know. What a vibe. Wearing an ascot, so shout out to him. Any other moments or things that really stood out to you?
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing, right? So I think a lot of celebrity watchers are like, oh, this is really cool to see behind the curtain into celebrities' homes. And I think something like Jesse Armstrong for Succession, I think he was in a hotel or something. But just seeing people in their homes, or you seeing Holland Taylor chilling with her girlfriend Sarah Paulson, stuff like that. Just kind of cool to see how they're doing it. And of course, it's just funny to see everyone glammed up to be in their house on Zoom, But for the most part, there weren't any technical difficulties, and that's crazy. Something I think everyone at this point could totally see happening, right? But the connections and the quality of the speeches seemed to work out well. So I thought that was actually an unexpected positive. And yeah, I think one other moment in the beginning, when they did a bit with Jimmy and postal workers, and the postal worker was played by Anthony Carrigan, who was doing basically his NoHo Hank impression from performance from Barry. That was quite funny. Yeah, I mean, Succession winning best drama, that's what we expected, right? Billy Crudup winning best supporting for the morning show. I think that was a little more unexpected. People have remarked that he was definitely doing a lot on the morning show, perhaps in a good way. So that's cool. Julia Garner won again for Ozark. So there's some variety in drama. Of course, Zendaya, who we mentioned. But yeah, I mean, other chalk stuff, right? RuPaul, John Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
All the major awards were chalk. So I feel like the Emmys more often than not are predictable in this way. It's more
Yeah.
about the nominations where we have the more interesting conversations and like trying to narrow down those fields. But alas, I don't mind the total tallies. You have HBO winning 30 awards, Netflix is 21, even though Netflix had more nominations. So HBO continues to hold it down. Funny thing I started counting up was not everyone who was nominated was on Zoom, like is like on the feed, right? And there's some people that like stand out, like they wouldn't bother, right? Michael Douglas, Alan
Jeremy
Arkin,
Irons.
yeah, Meryl
Yep.
Streep, Laura Dern. But I really laughed when I saw Jodie Comer, the incumbent winner of Best Actress in a Drama, is not even on Zoom to lose.
Yep. Well, Jodie Comer is a queen herself, so we stand her here. We like her a lot.
One thing we have two things to talk about. We got the new trailers for WandaVision from Disney Plus, which is now confirmed to be the first Marvel show on Disney Plus coming out later this year. We also saw the first look at Small Axe, that anthology series from Steve McQueen coming on Amazon in November. Excited about both of those. But also, there's this thing on Twitter where the New York Post referred to Zendaya's win as an upset because it was an upset. She was not expected to win. Yet all these people, Zendaya stans and other people, non-stans, thought they meant upset, as in people were pissed off that Zendaya won. And there's just complete failure to understand the English language really frustrated me on Twitter. And these people not knowing what the word upset means. Like the New York Post, not a publication you need to defend usually. But like, come on, people, do better.
I wonder
plus
if it's
1,000 to win. It's an upset. God damn it.
I wonder if it's just that these new generations don't gamble enough, Dave. They don't understand that there's odds and expected winners in these things. I don't know, but that's very 2020 right there for you, I'd say. So the Emmys, like we said, predictable, but not always in a bad way.